So my name is Mark Ansonia. I'm a Agile Scrum Master. I'm also a coach. I've been working in Agile now and Scrum for around 10 years. Back in 2007, going down the Agile path. At that stage, like I said, I went into a good, well-oiled Agile way of working. So for me, as I said, it wasn't a baptism of fire. I got to learn the good way of doing Agile, but it suited that company. And since then, I've been a contractor in the UK, so I've gone from different company to different company. The original one was in retail. They had to move fast to keep up with the retail pace. Since then, I've worked for a financial company in the UK. I've worked for a health insurance company in the UK, and I'm currently based in Switzerland working again for a retailer. Each of those experiences is totally different. So going back to the original one, it was a very well set up organization. If you look at the financial company, they were unsure whether they should use Agile for rolling out Salesforce. Again, they didn't go with pure Agile, they went with RUP. But we worked for months to come up with the best solution for those guys. So there was the best of Agile with a touch of RUP. You look at then the healthcare company, for example, they were in the first stages of introducing Agile, and they were doing it by the book, and it worked for them. And again, the current company I am with now in Switzerland, they are at the very early stages of Agile. Each one's had its own challenges. Each one's had its highs and its lows. The current company at the moment, there's a department where I would say 1/3 of the department have run Agile projects for a number of years. The other 3 streams who also run projects do not do Agile. So we're just working through at the moment how we introduce Agile to the company, that the 1/4 of their department uses Agile, but the other 3/4 don't. And again, it's a big change for the business. So how do we bring the business on board and get them bought into the Agile way of thinking? You know, it's a shock to people if we say you have to come to stand-ups. You have to decide what work you want to do. And you look at areas such as legal and procurement. They are geared up for very much time and attendance statement of works contracts. So again, we've got to think about how we get the buy-in from procurement, that they may not always get what was set out 9 months ago in a contract. It may change, and we're going to deliver what the business requires, not what we signed up for historically 9 months ago. If you can tell them the benefits and show them the benefits of using Agile, that, do you know what, previously you waited several months for a product. Now we can deploy, an example of some of the companies I've worked for, you can deploy every 2 weeks. It's a real eye-opener for the executives, and you tend to find if you continue to do this great work and you deploy faster than they've ever seen before, they're sort of motivated to come along. Everybody has a different view. It's a change for some people. Whether they factor that as a good change or a bad change, it's about bringing people on board and not just making them do Agile, but making them think Agile. Okay, so like any part of the team, the product owner, and I'm going to drop the word truth, we used to call it a truth, is a critical part of the delivery team. I've worked with lots of product owners in the past. I've always found the ones to be the most effective who are the ones who are closest to the business and have really been given the authority by the business to make decisions on the business's behalf. So for example, I've done lots of e-commerce work, and we've had the e-commerce person as the product owner on the team. We need to make quick decisions. We don't have time to go back and have a committee meeting or take several days to make a decision. And those product owners that are engaged, know their domain space. So for example, the e-commerce person, and are empowered to make decisions quickly and collaboratively, I've found those to be the best type of product owners. Other experience of product owners include, again, people who haven't had the real authority, and you ask them to prioritize stories, and then they have to go away and have a further discussion. It just slows down the whole process. So my view on product owners is somebody who knows their domain space and has the authority to make decisions quickly.
And should be a person close to the development team, or?
It's again, it's an interesting question. It all depends on the personality and the people within the business. Again, I've had product owners who, they've all been friendly, but some product owners have been working with the team for 6-7 years. There's other product owners who have worked with the team less time, so they're a bit they're not as, let's call it, close to the team. Do I think it makes a difference? I've seen probably the ones that have worked together the longest can read each other's minds, and you need less conversations than possibly you do with new product owners. But as I said, as long as you've got the product owner with the domain space knowledge, and you've got the product owner with the authority to make decisions, then it shouldn't slow down your plan, your delivery, your roadmap. So my advice, if you're a new person coming into a team, it depends on which role, is it QA, technical solution architect, or Scrum Master yourself, just take time, sit in the background. You don't have to jump in straight away. See how other departments or other Scrum teams are operating, and just get a feel before you take up the mantle, whatever your role may be within the group. It's good to sit back and observe, understand people. I'm a big believer in understanding how people work, and just observe. Don't jump in straight away. Take your time. There's no rush. You will get there, and you'll be part of a great team without starting off on the wrong foot.